So, anyways, I'm just gonna try to I'm gonna be on. I hope he doesn't ban hormones, testosterone, because I wanted I wanted to wait a little bit because I was thinking of my health too. But I don't think I can't look like this forever. I can't look like a freaking. I don't want to look like a like like this forever. I can't look like a girl forever. I can't. I don't. I've been passing for so long, but that's because I'm a freaking kid. When I become an adult, I'm getting older. I can't. I don't. I do. I need. I want to look like a man. I'm. I never got to go through the freaking puberty that I wanted to, and I heard people saying about hormones and side effects when you're younger. I heard about that, and there's not a lot of research done, but I heard of that. But I don't think I'm not gonna pass. I'm not gonna pass like this without medical intervention. It's just a fact. You can't fully pass if you don't surgically transition. It's just a fact. Biology's biology. Look. I wish it wasn't this way. I don't think any trans people wish it was this way, but it is, sadly. This is our medical care for those trans people out here who are actually supporting banning it for minors. I mean, for a while I was actually thinking, oh yeah, maybe it's actually hurting people, but really the only people it's hurting are people who are faking being trans. What about the actual transsexual minors? You're forgetting about us. You need to understand that we can't just ban a whole healthcare. We need to put, if people who aren't trans are just transitioning, you need to, that means that they're seeing bad doctors, and we need to make sure we educate people in gender dysphoria and make sure you need to have a gender dysphoria assessment before you make a freaking surgery or take any hormones. This is what we have to do. That's what I did. So why did these freaking people do it? I'm the actual transsexual here. These people who apparently are there's no such thing as trans kids. And what are you talking about? There's people who, yes, those people aren't trans who transition and regret. No, I don't know what the frick they are. They're detransitioners. And I don't know why the fuck they transitioned. That's not what I am. That's not what I am. I don't know why the fuck they transitioned. I don't know. Trauma, probably, but that's a completely different thing. And I don't know. And I just hope Trump doesn't ban hormones. I've been craving, I've been desperate to have facial hair so much for so many years. I've just been watching other guys have facial hair. I'm just and just a lower voice. I've taken voice training so I can make my voice kind of deep like this, but I can't make it I can't make it as naturally deep and it's I don't know. Just want to look like a guy. It's not even I know I'm a guy because I was born this way. I was born this way, and I didn't choose to be born this way. It wasn't a choice for me. I was forced into it. It's so much easier if I was born a guy. But in other ways, now that this is just the reality of being trans. It's not kids. It's not all fun and games. And those people who are just like, I'm gonna try trans out for fun. Don't. No, don't. It is not fun. And no. If you don't, if you just are doing this for fun, then oh my god, get out of here, please. Because you're appropriating a medical condition. It's an actual medical condition, and you should be ashamed if you're doing that. If you're pretending to be trans. I'm just saying this because those people who are doing this are one of the reasons why we lost our rights. Why we why we have this executive order is all, okay, not completely your fault, but you have a big factor to play in this. Because you're just like saying like, okay, anyone who says they're trans is trans, and if they want to get surgery, they can get surgery, and this is why we have to be, and then actual transsexual children like me who have to go through this and have to pay for what you're doing to the trans community. You people pretending you're trans. Imagine pretending to be like you have a mental disorder. I have a mental disorder. It's in my brain. Look. In my brain is more similarly wired to the male brain than the female brain, because that is what trans is. That is what trans is, and this is a big factor. It's just a big factor. I'm not saying it's the only factor. There's also people who are just really transphobic out there. I know that, but then there's the normal people who only see this, and then they get the idea. Please stop pretending you're trans, because trans is a medical space, and if you keep doing this, actual transsexual children like me and some other people, so many other little transsexual children, there's not a lot of us, but we exist. It's gonna affect us the most. It's not gonna affect you at all. No, it's gonna affect us. It's the only one it's affecting. Anyways, that was for the whole thing with the executive order about no longer hoping to get top surgery as a minor. I've researched it for so many years. I probably know all the incisions. I do know all the incisions. I know how it's performed. I know the procedure by heart. I've like reenacted it with knives, so that wasn't cool, because I hope I don't cut my breasts off in the future. But anyways, that's basically it. I have to stack up for the next 2 years on binders. It's the only way I'm gonna survive. So I'm gonna have to stack up on binders for the next 2 years, and hopefully Trump doesn't ban hormones, because testosterone, because I really wanted to start it when I was older, because everyone was saying that it was healthier to do that. Well, now I don't have a choice, dumbasses. I don't have a freaking choice. And now I'm actually happy I'm starting testosterone, because then I'll start to look like a man. I'll actually start to look like a freaking man. But if he bans that, then it's gonna be a sad 2 years if I even make it that long without cutting off my breasts like an idiot. This is the hard part of being trans. Like, no one. I have no one to relate to, really. I can't talk to this. No one understands, really, about being trans. I can't talk to anybody. Like, I don't know many people are trans. But anyways, this is the life of being a transsexual minor. It sucks. It sucks. So if you're not trans and you're trying this on for a face, please don't. And those people, the transsexual minors, actual transsexual minors who are out there, I'm here. Please stay safe. Just don't. I know there's. Just don't don't end it all. Like 18. 18 is the best year for trans people. The best age, I guess, because that means you can finally be yourself. But those just hang in there and I, you're not alone. You're not the only one who's going through. You don't have to go through this alone. Other people are here. It might feel like there's nobody else there. I felt like that for a while. But there are them there, and I don't really know what else to say. Just be safe and just know that at 18 you can do anything you want. You can do anything you want. You can. Alright, bye. Signing off.